So how do you go from an article like this to an article like this? The media will always put out the most salacious headlines in an effort to get our eyeballs on their content. So this week I thought I'd try something a little bit different and discuss a few news articles that I've been seeing lately and give you the key takeaways that I think you should gather from them. So if you want to know what you should take from this news, then we're going to go ahead and get after it right now. Hey there, I'm Jordan Reeder, your Seattle area real estate agent, and every week I drop content about everything you need to know about moving to or living in the greater Seattle area. Now, part of my job as a real estate agent here in Seattle is to stay on top of real estate news. I thought I'd just take a few minutes to go over two articles that I thought were pretty interesting. Now, the first article was published about 6 days ago, and as you can see, it's titled, "These are the 10 cities seeing the most price cuts for homes." Let's jump into this article and see what it's all about. All right, so basically what this article is telling us is that almost half of the houses that were put on the market here have had a price reduction. Now, I have no reason to not believe the data that they're sharing here, so based on my own research, I'm finding this article to be factual. Although as we continue reading this short article, the author points out that higher mortgage rates and potential recession are causing prospective buyers in popular migration destinations to press the pause button, and they're also having a big impact on workers in big job centers who rely on their stock portfolio for down payments. And while these trends are resulting in a cooler summer home buying season than usual, the road ahead points toward a promising shift away from 2021's severe undersupply and a win-at-all-costs competition. All things that I agree with as well. So the question is, how do we go from an article like this to an article like this one? The 10 most stable housing markets in the United States ranked. Now, this article comes to us about a week after the first one. Now, in this article, you'll notice that the Seattle area is ranked number 2 in the nation when it comes to the most stable housing markets in the US. It looks like they took a look at 4 data points to rank each state, and those data points are as follows. So you have home appreciation, which was at 20.1%. You have housing starts per 1,000 people, which was 7.3. You have foreclosure rate, which is 1 in almost 5,000 housing units. And then you have underwater mortgages, which is 1.2%. The article goes on to say that although Seattle has often been pinned over the years as a city with severe housing crunch and affordability issues, the state's sustained economic growth has helped place it in a strong position on the ranking list. Additionally, foreclosure rates and underwater mortgages are quite low. So we have 2 articles, one that says we have the highest number of price decreases in the country, and another one that says our market is one of the strongest in the nation. The point I'm trying to make here is simply that you need to be careful about what you read. If you read the first article, you might be hit with a little bit of fear and uncertainty. Then if you read the second article, you may feel better, like we're in one of the best markets in the country to weather the storm that we're about to face. So what's my opinion on these articles, and what's the takeaway here? Well, again, I don't dispute the data. As a matter of fact, I agree that we have seen a very large number of price decreases in the greater Seattle area. That is fact. Price reductions are a completely normal occurrence, especially with the speed at which certain dynamics of the real estate market have changed. You always have unrealistic sellers that enter into the market after the market has reached its peak. So you have all these people that hear the clouds are rolling in, and they still think they have time to sell at top dollar before it starts raining. And this is because of the herd instinct. So people find great comfort in running with the herd. This is why most people buy only after they see others buy, and then they wait to sell only after they see other people selling. But unfortunately, sometimes the general public tends to act a little too late. So when prices start to go down, some people will typically wait until they see others losing big money before they decide to sell. And because of all this, it simply takes the market time to adjust. Nothing happens overnight in real estate. So it's not surprising that we are seeing almost half of the listed houses being reduced in price. It's the market reaction to interest rate mayhem, which affects affordability in an already less affordable market here in Seattle. Now let's compare that to the second article. In it, you'll see that there are very low mortgage defaults and foreclosures, still low inventory with a strong local economy. So does that make us the second most stable market in the US? Well, that's up for debate based on what numbers you track, but I can tell you that our market does tend to weather the storm better than other housing markets in times of recession and uncertainty. For every few articles that you read that are negative, you will typically find one article that contradicts that, and it's up to you to decide which article or news, if any, that you're going to believe. At the end end of the day, my advice is to never stop at one article. Always look at as many different sources as possible. And if you really want to know what's going on, learn the factors at play when it comes to real estate, or work with somebody that can help you interpret the data so that you can focus on other things. So I hope you found this short video helpful, especially if you find yourself reading the news on a daily basis. I'm going to put my contact information right here, so if you have any questions, or maybe you want me to review a recent article that you have read recently, please feel free to reach out. My goal is to bring you great real estate content each and every week and to be your resource for all things real estate here in the local Seattle area. So call, text, or email me anytime. For more information about what's going on here in the greater Seattle area, I'm going to pop up 2 videos for you to check out. Both will give you more information about the local real estate market here in Seattle. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.